Okay, hello, hello, hello. I'm live. I'll be there in just a second. I'm just getting the stream set up. Hello, hello, hello. Tap share, invite people on. Just plugging in our dear friends on Instagram. Hey, everyone. There we go. And on Facebook. The card will go down. Hello, good evening. Good evening. Hey, who's ready? Hi, I love it. I love it. Yes, yes. Good evening. Good evening. Yes, please hit the share button. Invite your battle buddy on with you. Remember, we always talk about putting on the armor, and we are gearing up to get some stuff done. We are operating in a powerful, powerful way, right? So, this is the Gift of Gab Daily, and I am your host, Gabrielle White. Thank you so much for following me wherever you are watching this, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I'm getting good. I'm getting good, guys. We have an intro. How are you? How are you doing? Did you see the live last night? Did you enjoy it? I was talking about the game of life, right? I drew out the playing field for everybody on the board. We were talking about the different areas of the playing field in life, right? I drew out the circles. I have that diagram. I can post that up for you guys. And if you missed it, you're welcome to catch the replay on YouTube. All the replays will be always be on YouTube. At you can search for Gabrielle White, Gift of Gab Daily, and those are available. Right? So let's get to it. I see you guys over here. I kind of have to adjust. Is that better? Cool. Okay. So this evening, I'm talking about the art of becoming and operating in your vision. Okay. And what that means exactly, I know, kind of vague and strange, maybe, right? But operating in your vision is that you have a vision, you have a dream, you have this visualization of yourself, of your life, of your future, right? And so operating in your vision means starting from right now and not waiting for yourself to get there, because the only way to get there is by being. To become, you must be, right? You must be in the art of being. You must be in the essence of being. You must be in the flow of being in order to become, right? So let's start off there. That concept of being. Who are you being right now? Right? Are you sad, right? Because in being sad, you may be on your way to becoming, right? And manifesting a state of depression, right? So you see where this is going? So who are you being? Are you being resilient? Are you being persistent? Are you being resistant? Are you being stubborn to something, right? Are you pushing back against something, right? Because in the way that you're being, right, in that moment, you're creating something, right? You're creating some kind of event, some kind of result in your life. Nothing happens in a vacuum, right? Nothing is happening for no reason at all. There may be times in your life where you feel like, oh my gosh, why is this happening? It's for no reason at all. I get it, I've been there, right? But it's in reflection and gaining larger context in your life through experience that you start to be able to look back and assimilate and figure that stuff out and realize, okay, this is what was really going on. So, in the art of becoming, I want to talk to you about three things that will help you: positioning, predictability, and proximity. Okay. So, let's start with positioning. Positioning is, where are you? Where are you? Where are your assets, right? Do people see, hear, and know about you, right? So when it came to positioning, I had to consider, okay, well, this is where I want to get to, right? This is what I want to become. But am I in the right place and space for that, right? Am I in the right space to connect with the people that I want to talk to? Am I in a space that's even conducive for my growth and what I want to become? For example, if you play basketball and you're hanging out at the tennis courts, how do you expect to become this all-star player on the basketball court if you keep hanging out on the tennis court? Are you following me? Positioning is very important. And your product, your brand, where are you positioning your product or your brand? You want to become a large success, but are you positioning it in places where it will actually succeed? Right? Are you positioning yourself, your brand, your business in a place where this, what you visualize becoming, it will actually be in route, in that vein, in that flow of becoming that, right? So the art of becoming. The next thing is predictability, right? These are our measures, right? So the only way to predict the future is to create it. And that's by setting goals. So we talk a lot about SMART goals, right? Those are my favorite. I've got the brown marker. Hopefully it's not hard to see. But SMART goals, okay? We've gone over it so many times, so many times, right? Now, in the art of becoming, is this goal realistic? Is this something realistic for you to become, right? Can you get this goal done in a timely manner, right? What's the timing going to be in becoming, and be realistic about the scope of that thing? Is it going to take me a course of years? Then I shouldn't be beating myself up if I'm only in year 2 on a 10-year journey, because it's a process. And it's in the art of becoming, you got to respect the stages and the flow of the process, right? So one thing that I wanted to share too, when it comes to predictability, who you're being in the moment is a large indicator in helping you to predict where it is that you're going, right? So yesterday on live, I mentioned how you're dressing, what you're watching, what you're listening to, what you're reading. These things are adding up and compounding over time. And that experience is creating, in essence, who you are and your actual being, right? So operating in your vision means I'm setting goals, right? And I'm stating, I will be, I will do, I will accomplish, and by when. And SMART goals ought to be tangible. Are they tangible? Are they measurable? Those words, they're kind of funny, right? Maybe you understand them, maybe you don't. I know for me, I thought I understood what SMART goals were, but I kept missing the mark. I was confused around that tangible part, around the measurable part, right? So if you're wondering, well, how do I measure? Are you able to ask or speak to this goal and say, how many and by when? That's what makes it measurable. Tangible is something real, right? Can I touch it? Can I feel it? Can I experience it, right? So tangible, when it comes to tangible, to put it really simple, think rocks are hard, water is wet. Did you get that? That was like, when I heard that, instantly I said, oh, okay, tangible. I get it. And sometimes that's all it is. That's nothing to feel bad about or anything. If you've been struggling with SMART goals, like, I don't know how to measure. Okay, now you know. How many? How much of this will you do and by when? How many phone calls and by when? How many emails will you send and by when? How many applications will you submit and by when? Tangible. Because in the art of becoming, you have to operate in your vision. I may not be this person yet. I may not be this thing yet, but I'm on my way there. And in being on my way there, I'm actually taking the steps that will get me there. You see what I'm saying? So that really helped me too in my art of becoming. And hopefully it helps you. Let me know. Keep me posted. I want to hear. The next thing I want to talk about in the art of becoming is proximity. Who and what are you in proximity to? Right? So they say like attracts like, right? We did the Circle of Five video this week, and I was talking about, the people in your circle and who you're in association with, right? So, in the essence of becoming, who am I and what am I around? Because it's influencing me, it's shaping me, right? Your environment. So, how about this? When you get invited to a party, right? What's the first thing that you think about? Like when you get invited somewhere, you want to ask about the dress code. Who's going to be there and how are we dressing, right? Because if it's a simple, if it's a simple chill time, right? I'm not showing up in a ball gown, right? But if it's a black tie event, I don't exactly want to show up dressed to go to the gym either, right? So the same way you want to arrive to an event appropriately, right? And prepared, you want to be showing up to your life, to your goals in that same fashion. How do I need to be showing up for this? Who do I like? What do I have to be? Okay, I have to show up organized. I have to show up in a timely fashion. I have to show up. How do I have to dress? How should I speak? How should I be posturing myself so I'm in alignment? There's a way to operate in your vision in order to ensure, or not necessarily ensure, you can't put a total guarantee on everything in life, right? But it sets you off in the right direction at least. You want to be headed in the right direction and not, veering this way and veering that way and veering this way and veering that way. I've done it. So when I give you these tips, right, it's kind of like shortcuts. Like, hey, guess what, guys? Here's where I messed up. And here's something you can try to possibly avoid some of those pitfalls that I fell into, right? So proximity, right? And who people are seeing you with, who you're associating yourself with, right? Typically, when you are surrounded by people who are confident and having solution-based conversation, it's totally different than when we sit and we're around like a whole bunch of woe is me and the sky is falling. Now, it's one thing to have a bad day. It's another thing to be in this zone where you're like, oh my gosh, I have this totally bad life. And it's important because in the art of becoming, who are you being right now? It's okay to be sad, right? But if you find yourself perpetually sad, that may be a sign it's time to enroll in therapy. And there's nothing wrong with therapy. It's actually really, really great to have someone to talk to. And I highly recommend you enroll in it, even if you don't feel like you have an issue. I'm all about prevention. How about this? The therapist, you're paying them to sit there and listen to you. Who doesn't need someone to sit and listen to them? And they're a neutral party. So I highly encourage it. And this is Mental Health Awareness Month. So that's my little plug for Mental Health Awareness Month. Okay. So just to wrap up, right? I want to keep this brief tonight. But in operating in your vision, I want you to consider on my way to where I'm going, who am I being? How am I showing up? Because who and what I'm being right now, right? That energy, I'm creating an energy. I'm representing myself in some way. Last night, I pointed that out, right? How am I coming across to you when you're looking at me on this screen, right? And you need to be that way with yourself. And I don't mean to look yourself in the mirror and beat yourself up. Oh, we still haven't gotten this done. I used to do it and it's not fun. Go beat up a pillow. And you'll see it's not fun. Now you're tired, you're exhausted, and guess what? It didn't really accomplish anything. So you might as well keep pushing forward and keep moving on. You following? I'm open to any questions you guys might have. I'm so thankful for you guys joining me. This has been a really great week. I hope you're enjoying the week too. We're setting the stage. I'm going live all month of June. I'm so excited. I have some really great entrepreneurs and different people that will be coming on live with me. That's really, really exciting. So I'm going to be having them talking about their dreams and their journey, right? And touching on some of these topics that I've visited, talking about identity and breaks in identity, talking about the overcoming, talking about the becoming, the going from the start point, right? where they thought, okay, I had this plan. And then guess what? Life laughed at the plans. It's not just you, it's all of us, right? And then you get there. You get there eventually by being consistent and persistent, right? Be passionate about what it is that you do. If you're doing stuff you still hate, I mean, oh my gosh, let's let go of that stuff. That's what we're doing in this season right now. So I'm thankful. I'm so grateful. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I'm hoping that I get to bring my sister on live so she can share her experience with you guys and talk to you. I know a lot of you, um, you've been asking me about going live. You want to have the confidence, you want to get started. Some of you are saying, I don't want to bother to do my makeup. I don't want to come up with topics. I'm not sure what to talk about. You can make your live conversational. You can make it a lesson. You can make it storytelling time. Some of you are really awesome at video games. You can get into just plain streaming. Sit there and do reviews about the games or talk about plays in the games that are really awesome. There's so much you can do. You can sit there and review makeup and products. Look, I'm about to do my daughter's hair, right? So I had some stuff sitting around, right? So it's as simple as taking something, ha, ding, picture. Okay, let me talk about this if that's what you're passionate about, right? Maybe you do hair and you're thinking, well, I don't always have clients to do their hair on video all the time, right? Well, guess what? You can talk about the products that you're using in your client's hair, and people will be drawn to you like, oh, I haven't seen a stylist that uses those specific products. I want to go to this person because I love that they use vegan products, sustainable products in my hair, whatever it is. You get it? So listen, you find your niche, you find your lane, you find your flow. Be you. Stay in alignment with yourself and where it is that you want to go, right? In the time when I was worrying about how others thought I was becoming less and less of what I actually wanted. So, in the art of becoming, it's not just so much wanting for something and wishing for something. You have to actually be it. And in being it, operating as that person as if it already were. You got to speak it as though it already were, as if it already exists, right? And have confidence. You might be thinking, well, I don't know if this is possible. No, no, no. There's a word in the scripture, what eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, right? God will do it. Listen, I thank God so much for all the miracles and blessings that He has done in my life. So that's why I bring it up a lot. What is your faith? What is your understanding of life, right? I think it's really important to have some belief in something, right? Because having that belief and that connection with something higher than myself keeps me striving and thriving and believing, wow, there's such great things. There's such great things ahead of me. And get inspired, right? It can get easy to scroll and get sad, right? You scroll and you start to feel like I'm not there yet, I'm not enough, right? But in that moment, what are you being? Right? If you're being envious, if you're being jealous, if you're being, if you're being negative and sad and downing your stuff, right? You're just becoming less and less prepared or less and less excited about the journey and what's to come and what's ahead of you, right? So think about where you want to go and project your energy that way. I'm really sorry for you guys over here on this camera. I saw that skipped. That skipped last night. I don't know what's causing that skip. I might have to look into my connection when I'm coming on. But yes, right? So just being mindful who you're being, how you're being, right? What are you projecting from your being? How is your energy, right? So thank you so much. I'll stop right here. I'm really not sure what's going on with the connection. You guys got something really funny going on over there. But thank you so much to everyone for joining me on live. I love you so much. Whether you're watching me live or you're watching the replay, thank you. Thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you soon. Bye.